The internship program at Scarborough High School is an opportunity for students to explore careers that they're interested in, develop job skills, and have a chance to interact with professionals in the working world. It's an opportunity for students to get outside of what might be their comfort zone and get a chance to speak with people who are in a professional field about a career interest.
I interned at Portland Radio Group.
I interned at Men's Health and Welcoming.
I interned at the Pleasant Hill School.
I interned at Scarborough Terrace.
I interned at the Good Theater Company in Portland.
I decided to enroll in an internship program because, not only because we get to get out of school early, but because it's something I always wanted to do, and I felt that it was giving me a better opportunity for college. So having the chance to actually experience something like that ahead of time.
I enrolled in this program mainly because I wanted to experience life outside of the high school. I felt like I was limited inside these walls, but given the opportunity to get in my car and drive to Cape Elizabeth, really opened up the horizons for me.
I also did it because I wanted to see if this is what I really wanted to do. And to see the other side of it. I play music, and I've always been curious with the production aspect, recording aspect of it. And so I just thought I'd grab the other side, the other perspective, and see how it went.
I decided to enroll because I had wanted to be a teacher for a while, and I wanted to make sure it was something that I wanted to do.
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be in health sciences, and I thought I wanted to do PT. So I decided to intern to see if that was the right path for me, and I learned that PT is not the right path for me. But it helped me gain some experience and get out of the game for other students.
My first day at Scarborough Terrace, they sent me on a scavenger hunt so I could get to know the whole building and know where everything was, so later on I didn't have to ask many questions. I could just go right where I needed to go. So I was able to go to different departments, so like the nursing department, the dementia department, activities department, so I was able to experience different things.
It's been enlightening. My career path has changed a little bit. Instead of majoring in musical theater, I'm majoring in theater, which is a little bit more stable and productive, if you will. But it's also been humbling to be able to see like professional actors working and getting along and breaking the stereotypes that actors may be catty or just cranky all the time.
Working with the staff over at the radio station has been great. They haven't really treated me like an intern. They've more treated me like an employee, giving me a fair share of big projects to work on for advertisements. And I guess being able to work in an environment where people are set out to make money, and instead of in a classroom, it kind of opens up your mind to what you want to do with the skills that you've obtained from that internship, and how to apply yourself in a business kind of role.
I had a great experience because I really got to jump into the field, and I learned so much. And the important thing was that I loved doing it, and that was really the goal, was to find out if I want to do that. So getting that experience where I was hands-on with patients and I got to see what they did, and they taught me so much about not only their field and what they do, but different paths that I could take, and advice for the future, for college, for jobs in the future.
Just being able to say, hey, I thought you meant this, which I had to do here at this internship, would really change the game.
Another skill was making sure I was patient with the kids, making sure that I helped them stay eager about learning and wanting to be there.
I felt that gaining my confidence more, especially when talking with residents one-on-one, because it was hard at first, like understanding them and learning how to interact with them, which isn't really different to how you interact with other people. So gaining my confidence in knowing that I'm doing the right thing. And
the mentor component of this program allows students to have a guide, someone who is in the profession to talk to about skills, about the career path that they've taken, the education that they've needed to be able to pursue that particular field. It's a great opportunity to develop communication skills, presentation skills, confidence overall in one's ability to do something completely different and to be able to succeed at it, to be able to excel.
We decided to host an intern, one, because we found out about the program through my business partner, Amy Soroy. She used to be a student at Scarborough High School many years ago. Sue Katch actually let us know there was an intern program, and we actually have had a mentor ourselves, Chart Metalworks, based out of Portland, and their mentoring has been invaluable to us, and we really felt like we wanted to give that same type of knowledge back to someone, and we felt like this was a really good fit for us, having a student come to work with us and giving them knowledge that we've learned as well.
Our school had an internship this year because Mariana Champi mentioned it to me last year about it, and we were speaking about how nice it would be for high school students to start participating in the schools, and it just was a natural flow when the mentorship program happened.
We decided to host a high school intern because the folks who run the theater have a great relationship with Sue Katch, and she reached out to us, and it just seemed like a good fit, and it's always nice to be able to reach out and to take more folks in. We run good theater as a family, and so we're always happy to welcome more people in.
It's a great way to find new talent. So that's one of the main driving forces, is to bring new talent into the industry and to find people who have an interest in the industry and help get them started.
Sam was a huge help in getting us organized and getting us on track in a new space. It was also really great to have a friendly face out front to meet with patrons. Having an extra set of hands in a small company, there are only 3 of us who are full-time, so having an extra person there to help out was immensely helpful, and Sam was terrific with the patrons, and people would comment on how nice it was to have him there. And I always knew that if Sam was running the box office, that those latecomers would get in and he would find them a seat, and it would all run nice and smoothly, which was a huge weight off my shoulders.
The biggest thing for us is we've enjoyed just having someone else in the workshop, because it really kind of helped us to see different things that we maybe could be doing differently. It's just been Amy and I for the last 4 or 5 years, so it's been really nice to have someone come in that actually made us see things in a different way. And really, the other big benefit for us is just having someone that we could teach some of our knowledge to.
The way the timing worked, we actually had time to ourselves also, so we really could talk about what was behind the scenes in education. I think it's important for everyone in their career to know all the ins and outs.
I think the program is really great for the Scarborough community, and not just Scarborough, but the local communities around here. It's so great for students to actually have the opportunity to go out into the real world and see what it's like to have a real working situation. And hopefully other businesses that have been doing this have been working with the students the way that we have, which is that we literally just infiltrate them into our whole business concept so they can kind of see what it's like to do all aspects of the business. So I just think that the community is going to grow so much just from having students coming in and learning different things that they can do with their life, and hopefully follow their dreams and do something that they love.
I think that it's really important for students to have a chance to get some experience in the field and some real life work experience. I think that the idea of, especially working in theater, there's a certain idea of like, I'm going to be on stage and I'm going to perform, but when you get into an internship you realize that there's a lot more that goes into it. There's a lot of design work, there's a lot of community outreach, there's a lot of phone work, there's accounting, there's contracts, there's there are electricians, carpenters. I think that it's really important to kind of to get into a field to actually see what the scope is, and kind of maybe make you realize that something that you didn't know was going to work into what you're doing might actually be a big part of it.
I actually think that internships like this are great for kids to actually see, because they get to see a side of a business that they don't normally see just sitting in a classroom. If you actually don't have a job when you're in high school, you don't really see how the real world really functions. And A lot of people, including our own intern, came into their internship program and they ended up deciding that they really didn't want to be a small business owner. And that's kind of what we thought we were going to be teaching our intern. So it's been really great to see that, like, you can come in and students can actually see that they may not want to do what they thought they wanted to do. So it gives them a new avenue to maybe pursue when they go off to college.
Well, I think it does a few things. Like Nick mentioned, it gave him a better idea of the kinds of things he likes to do and wants to do as a career. So I think that's helpful. It gives people who are already working in business a better idea of what young people have in mind. It helps kind of connect the two, which I think is helpful.
I so hope this program keeps going. I think it's fabulous for the high school students to get a sneak peek of a career. Your job is a large part of your life, and you need to really be in something that you love and want to go to. And it was a nice, like as Calista just mentioned, a peek in to see if that's what it was really